Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to a new episode of Music with Nick. Tonight, we're going to do a marathon for Eric T. Thank you so much, Eric, for this. This is going to be, I think, our second longest Porcupine Tree on the channel. We do have a full album. Alexa and I reacted to In Absentia, and we also reacted to another album, but it did get blocked, so we put it on our Patreon if you want to watch it there. We have over, I think now, over 32 albums on Patreon if you want to check them out, if you want to join. But tonight we're gonna add a little bit more Porcupine Tree to the channel, and we're gonna do two songs because the first one is almost 20 minutes long. I'm super glad that I get to do this. Porcupine Tree is such an amazing band. I'll try not to pause too much because I know how immersive these songs can get, but sometimes they do break off, and then we can talk about a couple of sections. But thank you so much, Eric T, for sponsoring the video. I'm super stoked to do this. I brought a little bit of water. You know, this is a longer one here. When it's a long song, you know, it can get a little bit more difficult to concentrate because there's no breaks. So water is always good, you know, and instead of coffee, but I've had so much coffee already, so I can't have any more caffeine tonight. So thank you again so much for being here, everyone. Thank you, Eric, for making this happen. So here we go. And also I'm super excited because I've never gone so far back in the Porcupine Tree catalog. This is from 1995. This is The Sky Moves Sideways, Phase 1, and we're talking about an 18 minutes and 40 seconds song, a super epic. This is from the album of the same name, The Sky Moves Sideways, and like I said, 1995. And then after that, we're gonna do a shorter one, which is Fadeaway. This is from Stars Die, 1992. So wow, and that album is 2 hours and 26 minutes, but I guess this is the remaster, or maybe not. It's 21 songs, and there's oh wow, okay, so Stars Die has this song as well. So it's originally let's see, from Stars Die. Okay, let's see, but maybe they're different. I don't want to mess it up. I'm just gonna go with what Eric gave me as in links or names. Ooh, there's a Sky Moves Sideways alternate version, 34 minutes. Now this is definitely a different album, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure it's the right song. It's 18 minutes and 40 seconds, and on the other album it's 18 minutes and 37 seconds. So yeah, it's the right song. All right, so since we're not watching any videos, I don't need any glasses. Here we go. Again, thank you so much for this. And here we go with Porcupine Tree, The Sky Moves Sideways, Phase 1. Here we go. I feel like I'm listening to Space Odyssey in 2001, like an eerie feeling, space.
The skyline.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind, but this definitely had like a breathe, vibe from Dark Side of the Moon. Breathe in the air. The chords, just a. I love that. I'm such a huge Pink Floyd fan, and and I've heard that album like hundreds of times. But it's so funny because the first like 4 or 5 albums we've never really like listened to, Alexa and I, so we really want to do them, especially the one before Dark Side of the Moon. But yeah, it's just crazy. I don't know why we've never gotten to that, but I guess they were not accessible, and now that they have been, we've been listening to all this other music. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back like 10 seconds because I do want to listen to that transition again, but I do want to talk about this because in 18 minutes I won't remember. So let's go.
We lost the skyline. We stepped right out of the map. Drifted into blank space. and let the clocks relapse. We laugh the rain down. Slow burn on the lawn. Ghosts across the desert, swallowed up the storm. Sometimes I feel like a fish. Sometimes I am the corner of sometimes it's only afterwards I find that I'm not there. In the dream dusk, we walked beside beside. We watched the sky move sideways and heard the evening break. Sometimes I feel like a fish. Sometimes I am the corner of sometimes it's only afterwards I find that I'm not
Wow, that change. I'm gonna go back again. That was amazing. Very electronic here. The bass, like, and then, but I love this whole the other part that had this electric guitar. Very reminiscent, of course, of David Gilmour. I mean, you can hear the influence. But what I love so much about Porcupine Tree is that they evolved into this very, very original band, and it sounds a little bit more, of course, like the influences. You're always gonna play like your idols, right? And Pink Floyd is such, a big part to Steven Wilson, so you can hear it, but it doesn't matter. It's this part doesn't have anything to do with Pink Floyd. This boom 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 boom. It sounds very original music here. So let's go back a little bit. And I can't believe the song has already been playing for 9 minutes. When music is this good, time just evaporates. Like, it could be like, I don't know, 30 minutes long and I would not notice. Like, it's just so good. let's continue. I wanna go back to that transition here. trip. What a trip. Like this sounded very like tribal, you know. Like I love the percussion. I don't know what kind of flute they're using. It could be a canna. It could be, oh my god, like Alexia's cousin. He has so many flutes. He has like 30 flutes, and they all sound different. So I should ask him. Um, but this is amazing. This is just a trip. This is literally a voyage. The song. Man, and I can't believe, like, I just looked up Steven Wilson, that he's 55 years old. That's almost like Alexa's dad's age. Um, that's insane. You know, I thought he was way younger. He looks way younger. He looked like, I thought he was like, I don't know. I knew that he started, so I was like, I guess I was like, he must have been in his teens when he recorded this. Like that's what I was thinking, and then I looked him up. So I figured it out. He was around 28 when he recorded this. So you know, I guess when you're 28, you've been around the block, and if you done music for a while, you know what you're doing. But I didn't know he was. I can't say 55 is old. No, but I just thought he was way younger. I thought he was like 40s, mid 40s, or maybe younger. Like I don't know, late 30s. I don't know. So but yeah, man, so good. Because I was like, how can you create music like that this young? But I mean, when you're almost 30, you know, I guess you've been at it for a while, you know. So okay, let's go back a little bit. This is amazing. It's just a great piece of progressive music. But I don't know, it's not like, it's not too much, and it's just enough, and it's different. And yes, it does have a little bit of, you know, bands that he's influenced by, and you can see that he remasters everything, like all the good stuff. Yes, Jethro Tull, Pink Floyd he hasn't touched, because I think Roger Waters would kill him, or David, because they're so proud of their stuff, you know. They rather do it by themselves. We still have to react to the new Roger Waters stuff, but I'm kind of afraid, because Dark Side of the Moon is perfect. Don't mess with perfection, you know. But I guess it's its ego trip, because he did write, I guess, most of it, and he wants to redo it his way. And I don't know, it's so sad. I mean, why can't they just get along, you know, David and Roger? And you know, they have been like, the last 40 years they could have used to make like this amazing music, and it's all been like wasted, you know. But I mean, tell them that once they're, you know, no longer able to record. Let's continue with this. Beautiful. I can't believe almost 19 minutes passed. This was amazing, like in every aspect of the way. Beautiful, beautiful sections, like 4 different pieces of music, and the end. Man, what a great song. I mean, I sent it to Alexia. She hasn't seen it, but she's driving right now. Her baby sister came to visit. And they're gonna go into the mountains for 3 days, and I'm gonna stay here to take care of the baby, Marley. We just went for a walk, so yeah. But I mean, I really wanted to stay in. I can't right now. I can't afford any more days off. And also I wanted to make some videos for you guys, and so I can only do them at night, literally, right now. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Music doesn't have time, or so. Next song, Fadeaway. This is from Stars Die, and this is 1992, so even earlier. So let's look here. Let's do it. Fadeaway. Thank you so much again, Eric T. Super cool choice. Super cool. I love that we have more Porcupine Tree on the channel. We have about 17 videos. One is blocked. One full album, unfortunately, like I said. But you can find it on Patreon, and the other one is in absentia. Full album on the channel if you would like to check it out. All right, so here we go. I wanted to stop, but I couldn't. I love the instrument. I don't know, like I've seen so many different instruments that sound like a slide. Just today when I was that I did this reaction to this amazing band. Let me pull it up here on my list because right now it escaped my Larkin Poe. Oh my god, these chicks can play wonderful. These girls wonderfully sing and play, and this one girl has like a guitar, and I looked it up, but it doesn't sound, it doesn't, the name is not slide guitar or anything like that. It's just a completely different instrument. So I'm gonna get one of those like soon because it just sounds so cool. A little bit of delay, distortion, and you're set, and you don't have to like do all this. So yeah, it would be kind of cool to have something like that. But man, this song was really cool. It reminded me again a little bit of Pink Floyd, Roger Waters. More this track, like the singing very like nasally, like what Roger does when he sings. He just has a very nasally voice, and he's very close like that. Like sometimes like what he does, Roger Waters. But the only thing about this song that I can't say I didn't like, because it was a beautiful, like it was a masterful song, but I guess the volume on the voice, the music was too loud. I couldn't really understand what he was singing. But then again, not that I was paying any attention to the lyrics. I just can't sometimes. I'm too focused on the music. But then when I tried to focus on the lyrics, they were too buff. Like I guess it was, I don't know, a little bit overwhelming, the sound. I love the guitar outro. The whole thing was just beautiful. This whole marathon has been wonderful, and Porcupine Tree was always going to be an amazing band, and Steven Wilson, an amazing artist by himself, with everything he has done and everything he has done from music for the prog world is just, I mean, he is like the guy, and Porcupine Tree is just, the beginning, and I'm so happy that they got back together. I just saw a video on YouTube the other day that says, "We will miss you, Porcupine Tree." I don't know if that means that you're like disbanding again. I don't think so, because I would have read something about that, but you never know. But I hope not. Of course, I hope they stay together. But the good thing is, I mean, as long as Steven Wilson creates music, it's going to be amazing. And just the people he works with are amazing, like Guthrie, and Guthrie is literally one of my top 5 favorite guitar players, like Alan Holdsworth, I guess would say takes the cake. And as number 1, number 2. But there's also the kind of like, the thing is, like, I have like players that play jazz, rock players, and then like flamenco players, metal players. So I can't really mix them because it wouldn't be fair. I can't be like, oh yeah, Alan Holdsworth is my favorite one, and the second favorite one would be David Gilmour. That's not how it works. It just, like, because David Gilmour is more like a blues player, a rock guitar player, So, but the fusion players, it would be, I think, Alan Holdsworth, Guthrie. Then the third one would be Richard Halabeek. I don't know if you've heard him. Amazing player. And then I would say Greg Howe, and I think Scott Henderson. Those 5. And I'm not mentioning one of my, oh my god, Brett Garsett. It's amazing. I would put him right there with Richard Halabeek, same spot. And then Frank Gambale also at the same spot. These 3 are just as good as, I mean, it's like, it's so difficult, when people play that good, it's so hard to to rank them, and I mean, who am I to rank, you know, those guys? But I mean, that's like jazz fusion, and then I could do the same with rock guitar players, classic rock guitar players, and you know, it's just endless. The list is endless. But I don't even know why I'm talking about these guys. I lost my train of thought. But hey, it doesn't matter. This was amazing, an amazing experience. Thank you so much, Eric, for making this happen. Thanks, I'm sorry, everybody, for watching this. And if you like the video, please do subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. 70% of all people that watch this channel are not subscribed. Remember, guys, it's a free, YouTube is free. I hope it stays free forever. And if you do want to like support us, you can check out the Patreon. You can request these marathons on Buy Me a Coffee. There's a link in the description. Now, there's a lot of people who are like, when these are always sold out. And yes, they do sell out very quickly. It doesn't matter if I post them, if Alexia posts them, if we do them together, they're just gone very, very quickly in about an hour or two. So, but I can't do more than 10 a week. It's just impossible. I do have work and just my life and everything else. And, you know, everybody needs time, you know, and I want to spend time with Alexia away from the computer as well, and Marley, and, you know, do stuff. So we can do 10 and then all the other stuff. But sometimes there's just not enough time. And I'm going to try and come up with a system where I maybe announce them, you know, sooner, so people have a better chance to get them. Or I don't know, I have to come up with a system, because it's just very, very difficult to buy these, I guess, that's what I hear. But again, thanks so much for all your support. We love you guys. We love your comments. Check out videos that have like lesser views. They're sometimes one of the best videos, because nobody knows this music, but it's very good music. It's top notch. Honestly, there's some marathons I've done and they have 200 views, and it's like, oh my god, they're missing out on this. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put on the thumbnail, you know. I mean, I can only say, check out this amazing Latin jazz, you know. That's all I can say. It's already as clickbaity as it can get, you know. So check out the channel, you know, check out the more obscure stuff. But thank you again so much for being here. Thanks, Eric, for this request. I had a blast with this amazing with these amazing musicians, and Steven Wilson heading this band. It's amazing. Thank you again, and I wish you all the best. See you in the next video.